with him screwing porn stars, just say the words, I'm okay with Donald Trump screwing porn stars. Can you say that for me, Paris? Because
you know what I will say is that you have no respect for Mrs. Trump. You have no respect for his children. You have no respect for his family.
I'm sorry.
Because this has nothing to do with him as a candidate, and it has nothing to do with him as the sitting president of the United States. You can dig up dirty laundry, and I pray to God nobody goes back in your past and picks up something that has nothing to do with your present time as sitting here on this as a commentator. But it's rude and it's offensive. It has nothing to do with him as a president. Criticize the president for his policy. Criticize the president for his tactics, but don't go back and criticize him for something that has nothing to do with the presidency.
For folks across this country because of his behavior towards people. Don't you dare talk about respect when he insulted the family of Humayun Khan. Don't you dare talk about respect when Donald Trump insulted John McCain's war service. That is a man who has no respect for anyone on this earth. And the fact that you're defending him on that speaks much more about your character and low
Rick, I don't know you. Rick, I don't know you, but I would advise you to not question my character because you don't know me. But if you like to talk to me about my character and what I believe, I can have that conversation separately. But what I will say is if you're going to impugn the integrity of the president, do so on things that are relevant to him as a candidate and as the president, not things that have nothing to do with his presidency. That's all I'm saying. Continue to rabble.
You can just say it.
Guys, no personal insults. No personal insults, please. And let me jump in because Paris, here's a question for you. Is we are talking about the payment coming out just days before the presidential election. Let me flip this. Let me flip it around. If this was Hillary Clinton, what would happen if Hillary Clinton's lawyer paid off an accuser days before the election? How do you think Trump would react? Fair question.
I think on the issue of a payment by the lawyer, I think he would have a reaction. Absolutely.
And what kind of reaction do you think that would be?
It would be negative. I'm certain it would be negative. But I'm also saying that that is a separate issue from if she did something while she was a candidate or if she did something while she was the sitting Secretary of State. That is what all I'm saying is let's separate apples from oranges. If we're going to talk about the payment and the timing of that, that's fair. But to bring up the allegation that happened long before he was a candidate or president, I think is irrelevant. And I think that's why he's not commenting on it.
Because this happened. It happened years and years ago. And I think you're absolutely right in pointing out he was private citizen Donald Trump at the time. But it is entirely germane because we're talking about the payment and the this hush money days before everyone went to the polls to elect him as president of the United States. That is, you are allowed to connect the two there.
You're allowed to raise the question as to why Michael Cohen did that in his personal capacity as his lawyer. But at the end of the day, there's attorney-client privilege, and that's not going to come out. And I think all of this extra comment about...
Shout out to that guy for taking a stand for truth against the fake news. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a time when we all need to be vocal. We all need to, yes, besides being vocal, we need to make sure we're raising up them Trump 2024 flags everywhere we go and uniting against a man that has been standing and fighting for us. Again, that man needs a medal, needs to be honored for taking a stand against Communist News Network. Like, comment, subscribe, share. You know what it is.